I lost $100,000 trying to get rich quick. It was the most brutal education of my life, but it taught me everything. And today, I'm giving you that $100,000 masterclass for free. I made a series of insane decisions that cost me over 6 figures. But this isn't just a story about me failing. This is your blueprint for success, built from my catastrophic mistakes. We're going to break down the exact psychological traps, the terrible strategies, and the broken mindset that led me into a massive hole. I paid the price so you don't have to. By the end of this video, you will know the difference between getting lucky and building permanent wealth. And you have to stick around because the last lesson I'm going to share is the one that changed everything for me, and I guarantee it will for you too. This disaster didn't start with a huge loss. It started with winning. A lot of winning. I was in my late 20s, my career was exploding, and a side business was finally printing money. For the first time ever, I had tons of disposable income. I felt untouchable, like everything I touched turned to gold. And that feeling, that was the beginning of the entire catastrophe. My income doubled, then it tripled. As my bank account got bigger, so did my lifestyle. It started small. A nicer apartment, a cooler neighborhood. Then I traded my perfectly good car for a luxury car. Then I was eating at restaurants where you don't even look at the prices. I told myself I earned it, I worked hard, and this was my reward. But I was making a classic, devastating mistake. My lifestyle was exploding past my income, all because I thought the good times would last forever. And this brings us to the first lesson my $100,000 failure taught me. You have to viciously fight lifestyle inflation. This isn't that boring live below your means advice. This is a core rule of wealth. When you make more money, your first instinct is to spend more money. But doing that instantly destroys your number one wealth building tool, your extra cash. That extra cash is your secret weapon. It's your army. And by spending it on cars that lose value and expensive trips, you are literally disarming your own army before it even has a chance to fight. Ever get a raise and then wonder where all the extra money went? That's lifestyle inflation, and it is a silent killer of wealth. My mistake was seeing more money as more to spend. Wealthy people see it as more ammunition to invest. The whole point of getting a raise isn't to upgrade your life today. It's to buy your freedom forever. By buying a fancier life, I was slapping golden handcuffs on myself. My bills were so high that I was trapped. I had to keep earning insane money just to survive. Before you even think about investing, you have to master this. Build a giant wall between your income and your spending, and create a massive reservoir of capital. Without that, you're not even playing the game. You're just a consumer with a high score. Lesson 2. With my life now costing a fortune, the pressure was insane. I didn't just need to make money, I needed to multiply it, and I needed it now. Slow and steady investing? Boring. I didn't want to get rich in 30 years. I wanted to get rich this year. This mindset made me the perfect victim for the next trap. That's when I started hunting for the next big thing. I was scrolling through Reddit, watching YouTube gurus promise 100x returns, and listening to friends of friends who supposedly made a fortune on some random crypto coin. The world was screaming with hype, and I jumped in headfirst. I wasn't investing based on what a company was worth. I was investing in a story. I was investing because I had insane FOMO, fear of missing out. The specific thing I bought doesn't even matter, because this trap is always the same. For me, it was a mix of super risky tech stocks and a speculative crypto project. Did I read the white paper? I glanced at it. Did I actually understand it? Absolutely not. But I understood the hype. I saw the price chart going straight to the moon, and I read the crazy testimonials online. I convinced myself I had found the next big thing. I was basically just looking for information that proved I was right, instead of trying to find out if I was wrong. And here's lesson number 2 from my 6-figure disaster. Hype is a tax on impatient people. Real wealth is built on boring research, not exciting stories. By the time everyone is screaming about a guaranteed win on TikTok, you are almost always too late. The real money was made by people who got in before anyone cared. My mistake was thinking having access to information is the same as having knowledge. It's not. Knowledge is filtering out the noise. Going all in on a few speculative things isn't investing, it's just gambling. I was betting on hope. I took a huge pile of cash and threw it on the roulette table. But here's the truth about these opportunities. They are designed to take money from people like me. The insiders and early investors? They're the casino. And the casino always wins. The hype is their exit strategy. They are literally selling their bags to you. Your FOMO is how they cash out. Once you understand that, your entire perspective changes. From now on, if you can't explain an investment to a 10-year-old in 60 seconds, do not put a single dollar into it. If you're feeling any of this, and if you've ever felt that insane FOMO or the pressure to spend more, do me a favor and slap that like button right now. It tells YouTube I'm not a complete failure. And make sure you're subscribed, because we're about to get to the mistake that turned a bad situation into an absolute catastrophe. So, I was now massively invested in a couple of super volatile things. My expensive lifestyle completely depended on them going up. And for a second, it worked. My portfolio shot up. The feeling was unbelievable. I was a genius. I was already spending the profits in my head. And then, it all came crashing down. It started slow. A 10% drop. It's just a correction, I told myself. Time to buy the dip. So I threw more money in. Then it dropped 20%. The fear started to creep in, but it was replaced by something way more dangerous: denial. My ego was so tied to being right that I couldn't admit I was wrong. Selling now meant I had failed. This is where the death spiral started. The market kept falling. 30%, 50%, 70%. My net worth was literally evaporating before my eyes. Every bone in my body was screaming, "Sell. Cut your losses. Save yourself." But I was caught in a toxic mental trap. I kept thinking, I've already lost so much, I can't sell now. It has to come back. I was making decisions based on the hope of undoing the past, not on a smart plan for the future. I wasn't investing anymore. I was just hoping. And hope is the fastest way to go broke. This horrifying experience taught me the third and most important lesson. Your psychology is more important than your strategy. You can have the best plan in the world, but if you panic sell at the bottom or chase hype at the top, you will lose. My mindset was weak. It was built on the need to be right, not the discipline to be profitable. A strong mindset means your ego is completely separate from your investments. It means you make rules for buying and selling, and you follow them even when it hurts. Realizing that taking a small, planned loss is actually a win is a superpower. It's a strategic retreat that saves your capital to fight another day. Letting a small loss become a catastrophic one because you can't admit you were wrong is the ultimate failure. Ever held a losing stock just praying it gets back to what you paid? That's the trap. The market doesn't care what you paid. Your decision should only be based on one question. Knowing what I know right now, would I buy this stock at this price? If the answer is no, you sell. It's that simple. And that hard. The day finally came when I gave up. I sold everything. The final loss, just over $100,000. Gone. The number was sickening, but the feeling was 1,000 times worse. I felt like the biggest idiot on the planet. The fancy lifestyle I built felt like a cheap costume. For weeks, I just stared at my accounts, replaying every single mistake. The dream of getting rich quick was dead. But that was the turning point. Hitting rock bottom gives you insane clarity. When you have nothing left to lose, you can finally see the truth. And the truth was, my entire strategy was wrong. I was treating wealth like a casino, searching for one lucky spin that would change my life. I was always looking for the next big event. And in that moment, I realized the final, most critical lesson. Stop looking for jackpots and start building a factory. A casino is based on luck, big moments, and an extremely high chance of you losing everything. A factory is based on systems, processes, and predictable results. So what's a wealth factory? It's a system for steady, automatic growth. In investing, it's not about finding one 100x stock. It's about a system of automatically investing a percentage of your income every single month into boring, diversified things like low-cost index funds. It's systematic, it's boring, and it absolutely works. This was the ultimate mindset shift. I stopped checking stock prices every 5 seconds. I muted all the gurus. I shifted my entire focus from hunting for home runs to just building boring systems. I created a strict budget that automatically moved 50% of my income into investments before I could even touch it. I systematized my business. I traded the adrenaline rush of a gambler for the quiet confidence of a factory owner. My wealth didn't explode overnight, but it started to grow. Consistently. Predictably. The factory was working. This is the difference between getting rich and staying wealthy. Getting rich can be an accident. Staying wealthy requires a system. I paid $100,000 to learn these 4 lessons so you don't have to. First, lifestyle inflation will keep you poor. I don't care how much you make. Second, hype is a trap for impatient people. Third, your mindset is way more important than your strategy. And finally, you have to stop chasing jackpots and start building a money-making machine. I wouldn't wish this kind of loss on my worst enemy, but in a weird way, I'm grateful. It burned away my ego and forced me to learn how to build something that actually lasts. It turned me from a gambler into an owner. My failure was my tuition. But by watching this, you get the education for free. This path isn't as fast or as sexy as the gurus promise. But unlike their promises, this path actually works. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to see it.